Happy New Year, everyone. It's still Christmas time as I'm recording this, so the Christmas decorations will stay a little bit longer. There are a few updates from off-camera work, and I've removed the casket from the villager from Carl version 1. phAtl really needs to pay attention to where he's pointing that weapon. Speaking of which, I did get those packs, except this texture. For some reason, that one texture out of, I think, everything. Um, it's not correct, but all the other guns, there's the C4, and the minigun, all that stuff is still correct, so I don't have to worry about that, at least. I've done a little bit of work with the Copper Golem here, and best I can figure is they need to be, they can only reach one block above them whenever they are searching for something, searching for a chest to put some blocks in. So if these blocks were not here, if you would open that up, if these blocks were not here, he would not be able to access that chest. So I have to position the blocks carefully. I can't jump because that's in the way. I have to position these stairs in a way that they can reach down. I think if this was a completely solid block, they would not be able to access those blocks there. That's best I can figure out. This guy will find the correct chest eventually. I've also added one here. Oh, this guy needs some waxing done. So I've done some fixing similar to that in here. They can access all of these chests from all the way back here. This is actually where this guy spends most of his time anyway, for some reason. But they do a good job. They do a good job. Do you think I should give them a pay raise? Also in here, deep storage / kelp farm. The kelp farm is down there with those water dropper elevators. Up these stairs, I've decided to put the non-stackable storage up here, and this is what I have so far. This is all just very crude in order to get the this is all very crude in order to get him to pathfind the correct way. I have minecarts in here. The minecarts are not stackable, so they end up in here. The minecarts, the different kinds, will end up coming down this water elevator. It has to go up this water elevator to get over this enclosure properly, because otherwise it'll run straight into the brick here. So I have to come up and over, down, and still into the redstone area, so it'll end up in the correct chest with them. And everything else, I have all the tools. He'll sort that stuff from behind. He can access all of these chests, and I have a lot of horse armor and saddles. Okay, so far these are... Where'd it go? That iron hoe needs to come in here. Don't have one here yet, so that goes there. As time goes on and I get more different kinds of non-stackables, I will put them into the correct location here. There's a bunch more in this section that I have to sort through. This was my non-stackable area sorting, but as I've expanded, I've quickly outgrown this. It's becoming annoying to use that, so I'm going to use this up here, and this chest here, combined with these shulker boxes. I have a supply going in here before they go down into this area. The bulk shulker boxes will go into here, empty ones. And if I need to put a bunch of items into a shulker box and put them into the bulk storage, I'll toss them into this chest. There's a hopper right here. It'll get sorted through, and eventually the full shulker boxes will end up in this section here. So that's the purpose of this, and now I just need to clean this up a little bit and make it a little more nicer. And last episode I mentioned that I haven't used much copper, and I think this is an appropriate place to use some copper, so let's try to get something done. I have one last thing to do before the system is entirely complete. I just realized is it dark here? Where's the light level? Okay, somehow it's still light level 5. We'll put a torch there just in case. Um, why do I have the... I don't remember putting that there. I'm getting distracted again. I have one last thing to do before I am completely finished with room. Just for reference, I am here. And, well, no, I'm not here. The room is here. I'm way over that way. You can see my name tag over there. And just above the ceiling here, this is it's hard to see in here because of the way the blocks are in here. But this is where the books are sorted out of the system. They would be coming into this hopper line, and I'm working on bringing it here. This is just a marker. This is the current height of that, and I need to find a way to wiggle through these dead spaces, and I am trying to get into the library. I think I'm going to go to somewhere around here. I need to replace some of these bookshelves. Problem is, I don't have to have this area here. This was just a kind of a empty placeholder. I mean, it's just there because I need to put something there. There's nothing that says I have to leave this area here because this area just goes out to this open area. I guess you could call it a battlement. I think that's the right word. Um, I don't know, but anyway, I'm working on getting all the way over here. So let's continue digging in. Actually, if I come straight in, because that's the hole that I'm currently looking through. What's on the other side of this? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That lantern has to stay there because it is holding that carpet up. That is hard. Yeah, moss carpet. That's a wall there. I can come down anyway, so... And I need to get... I'm right here. Alright, I do need to avoid this area. So I just need to come down just enough, really, to get in. Oops. This is going to be a little bit... I'll come back when I've finished getting this all done. It's really annoying not having a Silk Touch axe in your inventory at the moment. I think it's time for the ultimate test. I need some books. Okay, there's... Alright, I'll use Windburst since that's not as valuable. I'll put that in here. It should end up... When it goes through, it should end up coming out when the with this hopper chain. This is this right here is the non-stackable filter. When it senses a non-stackable item, the signal will turn this off. It's very similar to a normal um, stackable item filter, but but it registers a full signal, therefore it reaches all the way down. Reaches a full signal. That's not the right way to phrase that. It a non-stackable item registers a longer length, redstone length, than one one stackable item, including interpearls, which is stacked to 16. The non-stackable will turn this torch off and pull the item out in time and put the item into this dropper elevator, putting it back into the system up here. It's again hard to see up here, but eventually it's gonna... Okay, here. This is the top of the item. The dropper tower goes into the system. It tries to get put into... I mean, it's hard to see in here. This is the filter for all potions. this back over here. I press that. Okay, here. Using this, I can see that there is a chiseled bookshelf here, and there's a dropper that's facing this direction. Again, it's hard to see, but there's a dropper there facing that way, pushing items into the bookshelf, and if there's an item that's put in, it'll immediately get pulled out by the hopper, and sent into the hopper chain all the way into the library and into here. So, long-winded explanation. I'm sorry. Let's let's test this out. Should be sending that Windburst book. I've already cleaned out the chests of the debris. It should end up in that chest, but let's go ahead and check all of them. Now I can't see what items are currently being filtered. I have a few junk items I ended up in there. So once that comparator turns off, I know that everything has been sorted, and I should have a book. Oh, the book is already here. The Windburst is here, so that makes that means it works. Awesome. Regular books, unwritten books like this will still end up in this chest because it's a stackable item. But everything else, including written books, um, even including my Royal Pass book, if it ended up in the system, it will end up over there, which I need to not let happen because I have my secrets. Not exactly secrets, but that system, my pass will open up this door into my jewel pit, and um it'll also open up. Let's just speed through here. That was very smooth. And I probably will not do that again if I tried. So here in the entry hall staff on the topmost floor, except not counting the tower here. uh, In here, if I put the royal pass there, it'll open up that door, which says maintenance castle staff only. I will come in here, pull out my book, and this right here is castle staff only. Only I can enter here and work with the villagers, and I have a few stacked up here. I need to disable the I need to disable this. Let's see if I can. There it is. Because I have plenty of villagers. Now, eventually they will both get in there. Hi, I'm a jockey. I had to pull him out of the, oh no. Yes, you can't go back in there. I ended up with, witches in there somehow, and I had to get another fresh villager, so I had to pull him out of the jockey farm from a few episodes ago. So this is behind the scenes stuff that only I can work with. So that I can do maintenance on. Let's say I can do maintenance on the door or something if something should happen, or whatever else. So anyway, I'm getting distracted again. The book, if this were to end up in the sorting system, it'll go into the library as well. That's the main point that I was trying to get across to you guys, but I got distracted by explaining too many things. But anyway, here is the copper golem area. I think they've all, yeah, he's scraped off. You know what? I need to make an official way into here so I don't have to break in the place. Is there a good place for me to get in? I need to figure this out. I need to get a good, more logical method to get inside. I need to be careful not to break that too. So scrape him to activate, And let's see. You know what? I should have just interpearled in. Wait, what? I didn't do it enough. There we go. Right? Yeah, he's active. Okay. Alright. And this one needs to be scraped too. Where did he go? There he is. Alright. Though I need to get a more better way in here, so I don't have to just break blocks to get inside. But I do want, I actually do want to have to, let them oxidize, and I scrape it off every time, just so that um, they're not aimlessly wandering around all the time, even just a tiny bit of lag. But yeah, I am very happy with how this turned out. It's really nice, and it makes sense. These guys um, go through things in a very efficient way, I think. This is now where the shulker boxes come out. This is now where you put full shulker boxes in. You could put anything in here actually still, and it will go ahead and sort. Like I could put that interpearl in, and it will go ahead and sort through into the correct location. I still need to put item frames on all of these things that label the correct object. Um, Okay, there's cobwebs and a few other things that I need to label. Well, some odds and ends. So, anyway, okay, these chests are empty. That's useless. So, for that other line, it goes right in between here. I need to cover up this hole still. Um, but this right here, the line right here, I had to adapt this. I had to cut into this walkway a little bit just so I can get the hopper line through because I'm afterthoughts of everything everywhere. Nothing makes sense anymore. And then back down here, the backside of the copper room is the armory, essentially. You will get up here by using these stairs. This is the front, right here. And here we are. So now, that was a little bit of other mini tour of the base for areas that you have not seen yet. I don't think I've shown you those areas yet. So now let's turn that off so I can view the base in its natural lighting. And I can relax for a few days and until the next big thing comes up that pulls my attention. Several days later now, and in fact it's Christmas Eve, I was trying to wait a little bit of time so that I could record myself doing Secret Santa stuff, but I found out just a few hours ago Secret Santa's rules have changed last minute, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know if it's still going to happen. By the time this episode comes out, I'm sure things will have been worked out. But the problem is, I don't have very much time. As of tomorrow, I am out of town. I've already been out of town part of the last few days, but anyway, it's a long story. I don't have a whole lot of time to record this, and I need to finish recording this episode so that I can get out of town. And because I'm going to go out of town, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to record anything. So this might be the last episode you see for several days, maybe well, 2 weeks. I normally put out episodes every 2 weeks. What I mean to say is that this is going to be the last episode you see from me for maybe a month or two, actually, because things are going to go crazy with my real in my real job. YouTube is my real job, sadly, but my real job, where I actually get paid real money. I need to go out of town for a month at least, and who knows what else is going to happen. So because of that, if you want to keep up, please subscribe. I don't ask that often. I really should, given it's the YouTube thing to do. But please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for when I finally upload my next episode. And let's get away from the iron farm. That's going to be loud. Also, on the other hand, for everyone else who has already subscribed, thank you. It means a lot that you think that I am worth your time watching. And yeah, I'm really bad with outros, in case you couldn't tell. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you have any ideas for what you want me to do for the next episode when I come back, please go ahead and drop it in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Bye, everyone.